Are you two planning on having children, and if so, when?
How do you guys split bills?
How was the change of transitioning of living with your parents to living together?
What is a skill you definitely need to have before you get married?
Do you guys speak Spanish? Are you guys Puerto Rican? And the answer is...
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here for a marriage Q&A, as you can see from the title. And we got these questions about a year ago when we just got married. We wanted to do this so long ago, but we didn't. And now we are. We are officially a year and a few months married. So it makes even more sense to do it now than at the beginning because, you know, now we have more experience. But yeah, if you're interested in seeing our answer to the questions that you guys sent, definitely keep on watching.
Okay guys, so the first question is, how was the change of transitioning of living with your parents to living together? I'll start off by answering that. To me, surprisingly, it was easy. The transition was pretty easy. A lot of people, when they gave us advice, one of the things they would talk about is that for a lot of couples, when they get married, you know, you've been living with your parents your whole life, so it can be a really hard transition, yes? I mean,
Yeah.
we can agree on that, right? But surprisingly, when we moved in together, it was great. What I think helped was that before we got married, we actually discussed how we would work together while living together. You know, what chores would she do in the house? What would I do in the house? What would be our responsibilities? So when the fact that we came into marriage already with that mentality, knowing what we're going to do, it helped a lot. But other than that, other than the responsibilities and the chores or whatever, it was just, I don't know, like it was just easy to me. It was easy. It wasn't that hard. You know, Catherine's mom lives 5 minutes away. My parents, they live far away, but like I can't really say nothing more.
Yeah, I would say it just felt smooth.
Yeah.
However, in terms of like the parents thing, the only thing I would say that wasn't as easy was like the worry about my mom because like she lives alone and everything.
Yeah.
So like for me, before we got married, I felt a little guilty even being happy that I'm getting married or like fully enjoying it because I'm understanding that I'm leaving my mom, who's a single mom, like to live alone. And that was like really, really hard for me. And something that I kept as a secret from her for a while of like how I was feeling. But then when I told her, she was like, don't feel that way. Like, I'll be fine. And she's like, you need to enjoy to enjoy this season of your life. But for me, like there was a part of me that felt like, oh, I feel bad that I'm enjoying this part of my life when the result of this is going to equal, you know, her living by herself. So at the beginning of us being married, like sometimes I would think about that and I would get sad. But before we got married, that's when I got like really, really sad. And thankfully I had one of my friends from church or from a church that we know. And I was honest with her. And then she told me she went through the same thing too with like leaving her mom alone and stuff. She was like, oh, like don't feel like you're being selfish for enjoying this season. Like that's just part of how life is, and you know, like your parents will be okay ultimately. So that part was hard, but everything else was pretty smooth because of what Ernesto said. And we also read a book that helped a lot called What I Wish I Knew Before I Got Married, something like that. I'll link it or write it here. That book really helped us prepare that part of like who's gonna do what and like talk about things that will help things be smoother. So thankfully it was pretty smooth, thank God.
Yeah.
All right, so the next question that you guys sent in is how do you guys split bills? And the answer to that is that we don't split bills because we share a joint bank account. So all the income that I make and all the income that he makes, it goes into one account. And basically we consider each other's income like each other's income. Like it's not like, oh, his money or my money, it's our money. So all of that money, that's how we pay our bills.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people, they say, oh, how can you do that? But like biblically speaking, the Bible says that when you get married to somebody, when the man gets married to the woman, like they become one flesh. So we share everything. We share the same room. We share the same car. We are going to share our finances. And there's people that say, oh, I could never share my finances. You know, it's mine, it's my hard-earned money. But at the end of the day, if this is the person that you're going to spend with for the rest of your life, if this is the person that you trust, that you love, like, why not? For me personally, and also for Catherine, it just makes life way easier. We don't have to worry about like, oh, this month I didn't make enough money, or like, oh, I'm not going to be able to pay this certain bill, because we join our finances. To me and to Catherine, it's easier like that. It's better. It works better. So not everybody agrees, but that's what works for us.
Yeah, for me, honestly, being joined in our money is better than not being joined in our money. Because one, it would cause more arguments because most of the divorces happen because of money.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like having separate bank accounts would make it even worse, or more likely it's for you to argue because like you feel like this is mine, like don't touch what's mine. And it just helps us work together as a team. And also there's more money to spend and to use than if I'm just focused on, oh well, I'm in charge of the bill, I'm in charge of the rent, or I'm in charge of this bill and you're in charge of that.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's just like, who cares? Like we're a team, we'll figure it out. But everyone's different. Do what is best for you. But I feel like honestly, biblically, obviously there's not a Bible verse that says you need to join your bank account. But I feel the Bible verse that Ernesto's talking about, that you need to, that you're one in flesh. I feel like that transcends every area of your life. And honestly, it's just better. At least for us, it's been better. Yes.
Okay, the next question says, happy anniversary. Here's a question. Are you two planning on having children? And if so, when? So yes, we're definitely planning on having children. Maybe like 10 around there, 12. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't know if I can handle
No, we're definitely planning on having children. When and where? When God wants. You know, when God wants. There's not a specific timeline. Obviously, we don't want to, like, for example, we've been together for 1 year and 3 months. We don't want to wait till 5 years to have children, or 6 or 7 years. No, we want to have kids sooner. So whether it's any day now, maybe it's a year from now, 2 years from now, God knows. But yeah, we definitely want to have children.
And we'll definitely let you guys know when we have a baby. Probably not right as soon as we find out, but a few months in, because you know, that's what people do. So yeah, I'm gonna insert a clip right here that I said one time in a video when I was 21 and never had a boyfriend. I was like, oh, you guys will see the wedding, you guys will see the kids, you guys will see that.
That's
So
true.
I just can't wait till that comes to fruition and I can make like an edit of like, oh, this is like what I said by faith and like this what happened.
Right, and hopefully, you know, if I continue this channel, which I really plan to, eventually, once I do get in a relationship, you know, I'll show you guys. You guys will see the journey. You guys will see the marriage. You guys will see the kids. You guys will see whatever, and you'll look back at this video and be like, wow, like she made it, I could do it.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you guys know when that happens. The next question, I don't have a screenshot of, but I remember it. It was from a year ago. I remember it. And somebody asked, what is a skill you definitely need to have before you get married? I would say a skill you definitely need to have before you get married is you need to know how to cook, like basic, like something basic. Because we didn't know everything that we cook now. We YouTubed a lot of it. But know how to cook and know how to clean and just be like, have good household management skills. Obviously, there's basic things like know how to communicate and all that, but that's like a given. But when it comes specifically to marriage, like sometimes I feel like it can be easy to forget, like, oh, like you're basically moving in with one another and you guys are becoming roommates in a way. So you need to be really good at managing a house or know how to, or be tidy, because who wants to be with someone who like doesn't know how to do anything and then the other person has to do everything? Thankfully, Ernesto, he knows how to cook, clean, do laundry, all that stuff. And I say that because oftentimes men have that persona of like, oh, they don't know how to do anything. But no, Ernesto knows how to do all that stuff, and we share the responsibilities in the home. And that's so, like, that is just so beautiful. Like, that makes life so much easier and better, and it makes marriage good, you know? Like, if it was just me doing everything, unless we agreed to that or something, but like, that's just not our vibe. That's just not what we're into. So yeah, I would say learn how to do that, because you're going to do a lot of it when you're married.
Yeah, and that definitely goes for the guys out there, because like Catherine said, a lot of times it does fall on the woman. But I think if you're a grown adult, you should know to clean your house, to cook, because you can be a guy and have that mentality of like, oh no, but you know, my wife, she's going to cook, she's going to do this and that. We both work, but she mainly does the stuff in the house. But what if your wife gets sick, you know, and she can't cook, she can't clean, she's really hungry, she needs a soup, she needs some medicine, like, and you don't know how to do any of that? Like, what's going to happen? You're going to call your parents-in-law, you're going to call your mom, right? You need to take care of your wife too. So it's important. It's about helping each other out. If you love her and if she loves you, you guys are going to work together, you're going to cook together, you're going to clean together. Like, that's just marriage. It's a partnership, and that's the mentality you need to have going into it.
Yeah, so know how to cook, clean, and I would add as like a bonus one, know how to manage your time, because at least for us, like we went from living with our parents to living together. Some people, you know, they live on their own and they move in together once they're married and everything. So they kind of already had that on the wraps. But for me, at least, like, it was like that was something I had to, like, I already was good at time management, but like marriage, I really like, oh, I should be better because now you have more responsibilities, you have work, and you still need to make time for each other, and also ministry and a lot of stuff. So I would say, like, manage that so that you can always have time for each other, which we do make time for each other. But you know what I mean? Like, there's other areas of life that you have to, like, make time for. So just be mindful of that and learn how to manage your time. All right, last question is...
Last question. Do you guys speak Spanish? Are you guys Puerto Rican? And the answer is sí. Hablamos español, pero no somos puertorriqueños, somos dominicanos. So for those of you who didn't understand, yes, we speak Spanish. Obviously, we just spoke Spanish. But we aren't Puerto Rican, we're Dominican. She was born here in the United States. I was born in the Dominican Republic, but my family, we moved here when I was around 6, 5, somewhere along those lines.
And we're from the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx.
The Bronx,
which is
New
located
York.
in New York, yeah. Like, so we're from New York and we're Dominican, so completamente dominicana. Aunque mi familia, aunque yo nací aquí en los Estados Unidos, yo hablo el español. No digo como excelente, hablo el español, pero lo hablo como coloquial, which is like Dominican style. So
yeah, I mean, our church is a Spanish church.
Yeah, and like we translate, well, I translate in church, he's translating in church. So yeah, and who knows if one day we make like a YouTube video in Spanish.
Yeah,
I know
knows?
A lot of our family has requested that, like, oh, you should make videos in Spanish. But because like our audience is mainly English,
yeah, and
like that's what we
feel more comfortable speaking in English too. That's the thing. Like, Spanish is my first language, but you know, I came here since I was a little kid. We try and travel to DR every year, but most of the time we're here speaking English, interacting in English. Like, it's just easier in English.
Yeah, pero si ustedes quieren ver un video en español de nuestro matrimonio, de Dios o lo que sea, deje un comentario
Are we
diciendo...
gonna put subtitles there?
Yeah. Deje un comentario diciendo, hagan un video en español. Y sé específico en qué tipo de video, porque tú sabes, no todos los videos podemos hacer en español. You know, we could do something, because, yeah. But it's if people want, because if people don't want to see it, we're just going to keep talking.
But let me tell you something. I know there's going to be some people confused. They're going to be like, well, he's Dominican, he looks Mexican. Or he looks Arab,
well,
or he looks
we were Puerto Rican,
or
so.
He looks Bengali or Indian or something.
Oh,
the only reason I'm saying that, guys, is because a lot of people, the last thing they say is that I'm Dominican. They think I'm from some other country or something.
Yeah, but like if people were to hear you speak
Spanish, they know I'm Dominican.
They would know he's Dominican, because it's like his Spanish is very Dominican.
It's not my fault, you know. It's just
it's very like heavy Dominican accent, but I've heard heavier Dominican accent. So that's all for this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely subscribe, like, leave a comment, let us know your thoughts on what we talked about. If you have more questions that you want us to answer, definitely comment it down below. But that's it for today. God bless you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye. That was awesome.